Apple AirTags are designed to be mobile and travel with you. But to what extreme? We just picked up this 4-pack to stress test and push to the max. So if you're excited to watch devices get pushed to their limit, then stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Steve from the YouTube channel Steve Does, and I want to thank you for joining me here at reviews.org. So we are going to be putting these 4 tags through the elements: fire, water, earth, wind. Okay, maybe not through the elements, but we're going to be definitely hitting some of those stress testing. We're definitely going to get these guys wet, put them through some heat, maybe some drop tests, step tests, crushing tests. We will do a lot of fun things with these guys. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and get these set up on the phone so that way we can track to see if they actually work once we have tested them out. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future fun videos like this one. With that said, let's get started. So leaving things in your pocket and throwing it in the washing machine is gotta be one of the worst things, especially if that thing is electronic and valuable. Well, the Apple AirTag is rated for an IP67 rating, which means that it can go into 3 feet of water for up to 30 minutes. So for this test, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take our first AirTag right here. We're going to put it in the pocket of my jeans, throw it in the wash with a full load, and just see how well it does in that wash. Now, I'm going to be just running a cold cycle. I don't want this thing to get too hot in there. We'll be doing some heat tests in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead. We're going to put some detergents in here because it's going to have soap and everything. This is going to be a legit load, as if I forgot that in there, and we're going to see how it comes out at the end. Okay, the laundry just finished, so we are going to go ahead and locate this thing. Hopefully it is still in the jean pocket right here. See, I think I stuck it in this one. Boom. Here it is. So this was in the wash for just under an hour. Let's go ahead and test it out. See if it still works. I have it loaded up on my phone. Let's see if it plays a sound. Perfect. Sound is still playing. I'll go ahead and set it over here. Let's click on Find. Take a look at that. Taking me right to it. Boom. There we go. So it found it after working, so that is fantastic. Even though this thing went through the wash, it is still working. But let's go ahead and put it through the dryer right here. So we're gonna dry it now, throw all these clothes in the dryer and see how it stands up to the heat of the dryer. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this in the dryer. I'm gonna put it back into the same pocket that I had in my jeans. So I have it stuck in there, throw that in there. I'm gonna grab the rest of the clothes out of the washer, get them in the dryer, and we'll see if this thing can withstand the heat. All right, the clothes finally finished in the dryer, so let's take a look and see if it is still in everything here. Got the jeans right here, not in the pocket. All right, so that means they fell out. Okay, I have just torn through all of the clothes twice. I still don't see it in here, so you know what? Let's test it out. Let's see where it is. Let's play a sound. Oh, here it is right on the side. Let me show you guys this. So there it is right there. That is where it ended up. Boom, right on the side. And as you heard, it is still playing sound. Let's put it up here. And let's test out its location. Boom, nearby. And here. So it went through the washer, went through the dryer, still works. All right, now let's crank up the heat and really see how hot this thing can get. All right, so next up we're gonna try a heat test. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven, but I don't want it to melt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap it up in a towel, put it on a baking sheet So that way it gets hot without actually melting this device. Now keep in mind, there's a battery inside, so wrapping it in a towel is going to help. And I also want to mention, do not try any of this stuff at home. This is all for fun that we are testing out just to have some fun with these guys. Don't try any of this stuff at home. But I'm gonna go ahead. Got our double layer right here. Cover that up. I'm gonna turn this to 200 degrees for 1 hour. We'll be back in 1 hour and show you guys how this thing did. All right, the timer has finished and we're gonna go ahead and take this thing out to see how hot it is. All right, I wanna see how hot it is with this guy right here. Showing only 188 right now, but let's see what it looks like underneath this towel. Still looks pretty good. If I hit it with the gun, it's showing 217. See that? This thing is 217 degrees in here. Yep, it sure feels 217. Okay, let's go ahead and test it out with the phone and see if it still works. Okay, let's see if it still plays a sound. Sound still works. Outstanding. Can I locate it? It's saying 3 feet away. Oh, there we go. Now that I've moved it around, it's saying it is right nearby. Boom. There it is. Outstanding. So this thing got up to 217 degrees and it still works. That's pretty incredible. Now it can get really cold in some parts of the world, but unfortunately right now it is the middle of summer. So we're not going to be sticking these things outside to try to freeze them. Instead, we are going to be putting them in an ice tray and sticking them in the freezer. I'm actually really curious to see how well this does when it's frozen. Is the ice going to ruin that weather seal and expose the battery, or just how well is the battery going to do inside of this AirTag? We'll go ahead and get this frozen and check back when we have a solid block of ice. Okay, our ice has been freezing for about 25, 26 hours now, and here is what we got, a solid block. Let's go ahead and take this out and see what it looks like. All right, this thing thankfully is frozen through, and if we take a look at the bottom, there it is. There is our AirTag frozen solid in this chunk of ice. Pretty awesome. I want to go ahead, before we even try to get it out of the ice, I want to see if it still works frozen in this block of ice. So I'm going to set this on a plate on the other side of the room. Let's go ahead and test it out. Okay, we've got our app loaded up right here. Let's see if we can hear a sound. It's super quiet, but I can hear it from here. Okay, let's go ahead and click on find. We got a, oh, there we go. And it looks like it is working. We're gonna come right over here. Boom. We have found it. Let's go ahead and test that sound one more time, a little bit closer for you. All right, well, here our little guy is. It has survived, and it's actually melting all over the place now. It is pretty hot this summer, but now that we have seen that it can withstand ice and a washer and dryer and the oven, let's go ahead and take it outside for a drop test, because rumor has it that these things are pretty notorious for scratching. Okay, so now we are going to test out dropping these, and I've attached them to my keys to give them a little bit of extra weight. And because these have no way of connecting to anything, there's no holes, I had to put it into one of the leather cases here. So we have it in this leather case, and we're just gonna do a simple drop test. Just drop it, say, from my pocket here. So if I were to be walking and drop my keys, that would be the first thing. And what I'm looking for are scratches to see if this thing scratches up at all. I don't see any scratches on this right now. Take a look. Cool, so no scratches on there. That was just a simple test. Let's go ahead and drop this from a little bit higher. So I'll drop it from about head height right here. Okay, I saw that did impact first. But, you know, for the most part, this is just hitting the leather that's on the bottom. So I'm going to really toss these up. Let's see how high I can get them. Maybe about as high as my roof. Oh. Okay. I got a little scratch on these, but nothing too crazy. We see right here, there's a tiny little scratch right there, but nothing much. So you know what? Next, let's do a step test. I'm gonna go ahead and step on this and see what kind of damage we can do to this thing. All right, now we are going to set it metal side down just to see what it looks like. All right. Okay, there is some scratches right there. You can see the scratching on the mirrored surface right there. So it does scratch pretty easily on there, but you know what? Let's go ahead and test the device and see if it still works. All right, so now let's do a sound test. Sound looks good. Now let's see if we can find this thing. I'll toss it over there. Click on find. Move it around. There we go. And let's go over there and see. Yep. This looks like it is working absolutely fine. So there we go. We found it. Good to go. That one is working with the drop and the step test. So I think it goes without saying that these little guys are pretty tough. We all know that Apple products are good, high quality products, but I was definitely not expecting all of these guys to survive. I had a ton of fun making this video and I hope to do some more of them, so let me know in the comments below. If we do another one of these videos, whether we're stress testing this or maybe another product, give us your ideas of what you would like to see stress tested and if you would like to see more of these fun videos. If you guys want to know anything more about the Apple AirTags, check out the link below to reviews.org. If you guys want to see more from me, check out my YouTube channel, Steve Does, where I do a lot of other cool tech reviews. If this video is helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, it can get really cold in some parts of the world, and unfortunately, squirrel. Huh, there's a squirrel in our yard. Squirrel in my garden?